Hi everybody, welcome to my channel, Create with Steve I. Today we are going to do a plan with me video. Okay, so this video I am going to create a spread in honor of the town of Venice. I've never been to Venice. I've always wanted to go to Venice. And for some reason I have a love affair with Venice even though I've never actually been. But I've wanted to go for so long. I just think the idea of a city floating on the water is just, it's just amazing, and I love the pictures I've seen. I've had a love affair with Italy for a long time, even though I've never been. I've never had the opportunity as of yet. That doesn't mean I won't, but at the moment, never had the opportunity to go. So I'm just gonna mark this. So I've had this idea for a while. I don't know if this is gonna work out. It may not. So we are gonna see. But I am gonna put these water ones up here, because it's a city on the water. So I'd like to have that up here. And then I'm going to use these stickers from a Happy Planner book. I have these strips. What I'm going to try and do is I'm going to cut off some of this stuff and I'm going to put this over, like the houses over it, and kind of pretend this is the canal. So I'm going to try and create like little scenes of Venice. And I've got this Italy book that I think has some Venice kind of stuff in it. There's this one that has some Italy and I think some Venice stuff in there. So we're just going to see how it turns out. I have no idea what to expect. I am just going to, this is all play. I have thought about it for a while, thinking of how I wanted to do it, but I've never actually, so here we are, finally. I'm going to sit down and we're going to put it together. So let's see how it turns out, shall we? Because it may be a complete disaster, but that's okay. If it is, it'll be all right. So I want to put that there. And then these are strips of paper that I cut using a paper cutter to cut in strips for the purpose of using in this spread. So let's see how it turns out and how it goes. So here's some water. This is paper that is water. It's water paper, so I figured that was perfect to have water on the page since it's a city floating on the water. I felt like that was the perfect thing to put there. And I need my handy dandy whiteout to white out this flower here. Okay, and I think I want to use, I always feel like, oh, I grabbed all the books I need, and then I never end up grabbing everything I need. So hang on really quick, I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm going to look through Rainbow Collection. Actually, this page can come out. Well, I might have to pull that out. Oh, and that one too. I'll have to pull that out later. Let's see if the red has anything. It doesn't, but I know I've got stuff in this Mojo Jojo Plans book. Here we go. This red will be great for the boxes. I'm doing this red instead of matching the colors of these houses and stuff for the sidebar because the flag, the colors of the flag of Italy are red, white, and green. I did the wrong thing. I should have done green here so I could use red here, but I messed that up. So let's look in this box. I think there should be some green stickers in here that I can use. Or not stickers, sorry, boxes. There should be some green boxes in here that I could use. So let's see what I can find for my quote. I always have a quote down here, so let's see what I can find to put it in, or put around it. Okay, I am not finding what I'm looking for, so I have to go back and hang tight. I need to go back and get my other rainbow collection box or book because I've got green in there. Okay, so this is a brand new book, haven't even broke into it yet. I didn't want to break into it until I absolutely needed to, and it looks like today is the day because I absolutely need to break into it. Okay, so let me see. Okay, so that's going to work perfect. So I am going to take that green box and put it down here. I'm going to remove, it says note here. I'm going to remove that. I'm not sure why that's always on there. But you know, some people might use that for notes. But I'm going to put this down here. And then I will glue this week's quote over the top of it. I always put a quote in this section of my planner because I don't really use it for anything. I could put decoration, but I usually put a quote if I don't come across anything. So what I do is as I come across quotes that I like, I will put them or type them up on a document file. And then when I need more quotes, I'll just print the document file and then like each week cut a quote off of it and then move on. And I just have a document file constantly going for that. And so when I run out of quotes, I use Bible verses. So this one is a Bible verse. It is from Ephesians 2:8. It says, "For it is by grace you have been saved through faith, and this is not from yourselves. It is a gift of God." So I need a reminder of that because I can't do anything to save myself as much as I sometimes like to try. So anyway, let us put the numbers up there for the week. I think it starts on the 21st on Monday. Yes. Monday the 21st. So I have always wanted to go to Venice. I've always wanted to go. Well, I say always, but I should say for some decades now. I've had a love affair with Italy. Just been fascinated with Italy. Want to go so bad. I've never been. I have a friend who was living in Venice for a while, and she said, "You should come because you could stay with me so you wouldn't have to get a hotel. It would be so much cheaper. Like, think about coming to visit." And my mom and I have always wanted to go. And so we were planning on going. I was looking at tickets, and there was just something in my spirit. I felt like God was saying, "Nope, nope." And I listened to his voice, and I'm thankful that I did because COVID happened and everything shut down, and I would not have been able to go. And I don't know if people who had booked trips and stuff like that, so much stuff got canceled. Those airlines lost so much money. I don't know if people got their money back, but I wouldn't have been able to go. So I'm glad that I didn't book, even though I was sad because I really, really wanted to go. This is actually the week that I am going to Nashville, because on this Friday is my twin brother Joshua's book release party. And so I am going to go. I'm meeting my mom and my youngest brother, and we are all going to go to the release party. And then on this Sunday, I'll be flying to Texas, where my youngest brother and my mom live, and my sister, and I will be visiting with them for, I'm going to straighten this because this is really crooked. I'm going to visit with them for a few days, and then I will be returning to Washington. So, oops, that's down too far. Oh, come on. Okay, and then I want to do green and red alternating for the days of the week. And I can see that I have used the green already. I haven't used the red, but I can use these abbreviated ones because I haven't touched any of those yet. So I'm going to put those down here. For the days of the week. I will link below all the products that I'm using that I can find things for that I know. This page right here that has the days of the week I got from a friend of mine who did, or I'm sorry, not a friend of mine. I apologize. I just lost. Someone was trying to call me and I saw it was a friend of mine, so I said that. I got in a D-stash from Facebook, so I don't know who has them. I don't know. I want to. It's probably like Keleva Plan or Mojo Jojo Plans or what's that other, Live Love Posh, one of those companies. I'm not exactly positive which one it is, but it's one of those. Okay, so let's look at what I really wanted to do is I wanted to create a scene down here with these, like put the big ones like here and here, and then put these smaller ones down here, so it's like big and then it goes out. But this is kind of like this way. I just don't know if that's gonna work. You know, I guess I can just try it. I mean, it's not gonna hurt to try it. So anyway, I'm gonna try that, and I'm gonna glue this down. We'll just see how it turns out. It may look awful, but it may look really cool too. So anyway, I'm going to glue this on here. and I will be right back. I took a break last night and called my friend back who was trying to get a hold of me, and so I was gonna film the rest of this video last night, but I decided not to. I decided to just wrap it up for the night. So here we are. We're back to finishing this spread, this Venice spread. I did glue the water part down, and I colored these lines because these stickers are on clear sticker paper, I believe. So I wanted to make sure I covered those lines so that they wouldn't show through. And I actually cut this one out already. I started cutting them out while I was talking to my friend, and then I was like, oh no, I need to stop and wait so you guys can see the process and everything. So I am going to put this one on here. Okay. This is not going to be perfect. It is not going to look exactly the way I wish it would because I'm not perfect, but it'll be close enough. Okay, so I'm going to cut out. I want to cut out these houses to use for this. Actually, I think I'm going to cut that like that. Because I'm just going to do them here and do it that way. So okay, so I think I'm going to do it like this. Sorry, am I putting this in the right frame? Okay, so I think I'm going to do it like this over here, but I think I want to lift this up and bring it down a little bit because otherwise this is going to be like this and this is going to be like this. Well, I guess I could stagger it a little bit even though it's not going to be in an exact line. Well, let me try to bring this big one down a little bit just to see if I can make it make more room because I'd like it to be in a line if I can. I want to say that I was watching I love watching planner videos, and I was watching a planner video yesterday of a woman who was talking about how Instagram is a lie and the planner people on there like who have beautiful well done spreads that are gorgeous and you want to try to recreate, it's a lie, and it's all like they take hours and hours and hours to do it, and most people don't have hours and hours and hours to do planner spreads and do the planner process and stuff like that. It's like they're paid to get those done, and like they get more money based on how many people like follow them and do things like that. And, well, some of that may be true. I'm not going to say that's not true or that may not be true. The thing is that, you know, not everybody has the same time frame as other people. So just keep that in mind. I have a full-time job, but yet I do a YouTube video and I do Instagram and stuff like that, and I don't get paid to do it. I just do it for the fun of it because I actually really love doing this. And you know what? Not everybody has the same skill set as everybody else. So when you look at planner spreads on Instagram, when you look at planner spreads on well, this one's going to be a little different because of, I guess I could do it, no, I'm still going to do it here. It's just going to be a little wonky because of how these are set up, but that's okay. It's just going to be what it's going to be. Keep in mind, when you're looking at planner spreads that other people are doing, you know, you can only do what you can do. You know, not everybody has the same skill set and the same stuff. You don't look at their stuff and like be like, oh, mine just don't turn out anything like that. They just don't look so good as good. You know what? Everybody is different, and everybody has different skill sets. And, you know, not everybody's gonna have like award-winning or museum spreads. You know, some of the spreads I do, I really love, and some of them I'm like, ugh, that did not turn out well. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I just try and I just have fun with it, and that's the point. Is you need to just have fun with it, and you need to be you. You know, when you're seeing other people's spreads, they're being them. And, you know, there are some people out there who do get paid to do this. This is their job, is to do this. So they have tons and tons of time to work on it, tons and tons of time to devote to it. Not everybody does, and that's okay. Like, you do you. And, you know, as you do it, as you get better at it, you're going to grow. You're going to your skills are going to increase, and you're going to find your style. You're going to find your thing. I've been doing it for next week will be 1 year, and I love it. But you can see a progression. I actually really like how that looks, even though it's not perfect. I actually like the way this looks. I wasn't sure. I was kind of scared that it wasn't going to turn out very well, but I actually kind of like that. You know, you just realize that you are you, and you can only do what you can do, and sometimes it's going to take time to learn, and sometimes it's going to take time to figure out, and that's okay. Like, you do you. You can look at the nice thing about Instagram and YouTube and stuff like that, to see people doing their planner spreads and doing stuff, is because it gives you inspiration to maybe do something similar or do your own style or whatever. But you know what? Don't look at it and be like, oh, theirs is so much better than mine. The thing is that they're being them, and they're doing the style that they like, and the style that they are, who they are. But be you, because that's the best part of doing a planner, or doing planner stuff and doing this thing, is it's art, but it's your art, and it's you doing you, and you being you, and that is the important thing. And I just want to reassure you that, you know, I don't think I'm great. I think I'm good, but I also really enjoy it. And you know what? Not everybody has the same things. You know, one thing I really like is I see people doing collage stuff, and I think it's so beautiful. And man, I'd really love to do some of those beautiful collages, like some of these people I see do them. But I tried my hand at collaging, and you know what? I discovered that it's not my thing, and I don't really love it. I'd like to love it, and I'd like to do it, but I discovered that that's just not who I am, and that's not my wheelhouse, and that's okay. I could practice and work on it and stuff like that, and develop the skills to do it, but you know, I was discovering that I wasn't even enjoying it, you know? So just be mindful. Like, it's not, you do you. You do the art, and you do the fun things that you like to do. And if this is not it, then that's okay. Do something else. Use your planner for, you know, put some stickers down and do it the way you do it, you know? You have your voice. One thing someone said to me one time that I thought was really good was, everything in the world's been said before, but not by you. And so, you know, you've got your own voice, and you've got your own style, and there's nothing wrong with that. I think it's great. So anyway, I put this little sticker that says Venice here because I want to try to portray the fact that it's Venice. I found this, there's a sticker in this book that I have that has a, has this gondola that I'd like to put. I think I'm just going to do it, even though it's different looking. I'm still going to do it because I want to put this in here. I want this gondola to be in the canal. Okay, there we go. There we go. I actually like that. It actually, I was so scared it was going to look so bad, but I like the way that looks. So, okay, perfect. Okay, I've got some of these other things. I think what I want to do is I'm going to put one of these hearts over here because I don't have a flag for Italy, and I want to make sure that I have the flag in here. And actually, I'm going to put another one over here. Even though I've got the colors of the flag on here, I just want to make sure that I have like the representation of excuse me, of the flag. Also, in the sticker book, there's this kind of map, outline map of Italy. Maybe I'll put it over here. Well, maybe I'll hold on to it because I want to put that on here. But you know, as I do go throughout the week and stuff like that, after I put the boxes in, maybe I'll figure out a place I can put that, because I want to make sure that's on this spread somewhere, because we need to make sure to know, even though we know this is Venice, we also need to make sure we know that it is Italy. Okay, so let's look at what I've got going on this week. So I know that I'm flying to Nashville on this day. I am going to grab a pink box because there's pink in here, and I don't use my pink boxes as much because I just don't seem to use a lot of stickers that have a lot of pink in it, I guess, so I just don't use as many pink boxes, so I think I'm going to put that here. So I need to, I don't know, I have to take the Greyhound to the bus station, or to the airport, but I haven't figured that out yet. So I'm just going to write in down here, it is 12:40. My flight is at 12:40. So, you know, it's going to take all day. It's going to be an all-day trip. I get in the evening. I'll put that little icon of the airplane right there. Okay, and then Friday is my brother's book signing, so I need a box for that. Let me see, actually, I think this book might have, actually, this one will work. I'm going to put that on here. And then I know that on Sunday, oh, this pink might work too. Actually, I might just use the rest of that. Let me see what else I can find. Let me find a green that might work. That might be a little too. I think these colors work better. Okay. I know on, oops, this one, it is, what time is that? 8:40 p.m. Fly to Dallas. I'm gonna go spend a little bit of time in Texas with my mom and one of my other brothers and sister before I go back home. So there's that. What else do I have that week? Well, we have, okay, so let me get a blue. This does not have the color blue I need, so it doesn't have it in this. Is there? Oh, you know, there might be, yes. Do I have any blues? Well, that would use up that page, but I need a little more space than that. I know, well, let me just do this one. I know for a fact here, I can put that one here, and I know this one is 9:15 intercession. I know 2 p.m. soup kitchen. And I know 8 p.m. at the Roberts, but I'm not exactly positive which or what we'll be actually doing that day, so I'm going to leave that alone for now. I know that here we'll do a 9:15 staff meeting, and I know that at 6:30 I have movie with my friends. Okay. I think that's all I know at the moment. Because I leave this day, I haven't figured that out yet. I will probably book that trip, I'll book the ticket and all that another time. So I think at the moment, this is all I know. Of course, more will come up, and I actually use this as a journal as well as a planner, so I've got plenty of places to write. So I think I'm going to add a couple more I'm going to add one of these airplane stickers here. I don't know where this sticker sheet came from. I can tell it's Happy Planner because it's punched, but I don't know where it came from. So it might have been, my brother works at a thrift store and he sometimes sends me stuff, and because it's a loose page, I'm assuming that it came from, sometimes he sends me loose pages, so I'm assuming it just was a loose page that he sent me. It might not have been, I might have actually taken it out, but I don't remember. So unfortunately I can't help you on that, but let me look and just make sure I have nothing else written down for those days. No, there's nothing else. Okay. So this is my Venice planner spread. I really like it. You know, it's a lot better than I thought it might be. It's not perfect and I don't love it, but I like it. I think it turned out really well. It's a lot better than I thought it was going to be, so I'm really grateful for that. I'm actually going to put Italy like right here because I don't think we have a lot of plans, a lot of things to write there, so I'll put it in between those two. And then I do know, actually, come to think of it, we are going to my brother's church on this day, so let me just put in a box to say that, because I know for a fact that is happening this day. Okay. I think, well, you know, let's look at this little Italy. I have a whole book, this Italy sticker book. Let me see if there's anything else I might want to put on here. Look at this picture of Venice. Maybe I want to put this one down. I'll put it right there. I wish I could kind of recreate that sort of thing, but it gives you kind of like the idea of Venice. And some of this other stuff, I might add some stuff as I go along and stuff like that. But okay, for now, I think I don't want to overdo it quite yet. Let's wait and see. Although, let me look at, I was thinking maybe this glass of wine. I think we'll just wait. I don't want to get too far ahead of myself. So the way I like to plan is I like to do it because I use it as a journal too. I don't like to fill it up too full at the beginning. I like to wait it out and see how the week goes, and then I'll add stuff as things pop up. I need to figure out my Greyhound, the time for my Greyhound trip from here to the airport, so I need to figure that out. So there's things I need to figure out before I do it here, and I don't want to put too much decoration in it yet. So let's look at some of these quotes. I might be able to find a fun adventure quote or something like that that I can put on here. I like this one, always take the scenic route, especially when you're in Venice. I mean, really, that just screams Venice to me, because it's like, if you're gonna be there, you might as well enjoy the beauty of that. Okay, that's perfect for that. Okay, I think that's good for now, and then we'll be back. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, consider liking and subscribing to my channel, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!